Roch, big day tomorrow. The Orioles have the number 1 pick in the draft. What are you expecting in the final preparation for tomorrow?
Did you get your invitation to my big draft party that I have every year with subs and a cake? No, I don't.
I didn't get the invitation.
Sorry about that. What's got lost in the mail? I'm just glad it's finally here because it's all we've been thinking about, talking about, writing about. Understandably, it's one of the biggest moments in franchise history, and I don't have the inside information that I wish I had to be able to say, here's who they're definitely taking. Adley Rutschman, the Flying Rutschman, I think he's still kind of looked at as the favorite. When you get compared to Johnny Bench, the top catching prospect since Bench, it's kind of hard to pass on that guy, but they also really like Bobby Witt Jr., and I've heard scouts say, oh, I would take him over Rutschman. They like Andrew Vaughn, the first baseman from Cal, though people say, well, they don't need a first baseman, but he's a special talent as well. I feel like you can't go wrong either way, but it's really hard to pass on that catcher. So if I had to predict, I'd say it's Rutschman, but Mike Elias, as you know, is not tipping his hand at all, and I'm not sure they've made a firm decision yet. The scouts have been trickling in all weekend. They're still going over that draft board. It's not just the first pick either. They got 3 picks on day one, so they've been very busy. I'm predicting Rutschman.
I would love to be in that war room right now and see what's going on.
Yes.
Let's talk about the starting rotation. David Hess, not his best outing yesterday. We talked a little bit about that, but there's not many options. Dan Straley, of course, in the bullpen. What are maybe some moves we can expect to see in the Orioles starting rotation, Ron?
Yeah, there really aren't a lot of options right now. I felt like that Brandon Hyde hinted at least that Hess was staying in the rotation. He said something like, you know, hopefully his next outing, or he'll be better his next time out. So his next time out, I assume, would be in the rotation. He did watch the start on his phone during his daughter's graduation. He only went 4 innings, having trouble putting hitters away, and he did regress from that start in Denver, which is disappointing. I just don't think they have a lot of options unless they do flip-flop Dan Straley, who has only pitched once out of the pen since they moved him. He had that good 4-inning outing Monday, and that's the last time we've seen him. Maybe if he has another good one, they could flip him, but down below, there really aren't a lot of options right now. Josh Rogers' ERA is over 9. That's the big disappointment. Luis Ortiz, it's over 7. They just don't have a lot of guys right now that are beating down that door. They don't have anybody doing that. So unless you flip-flop Straley and Hess, I think you just stick with who you have. They already have Gabriel Noah in the rotation, and that felt temporary when they put him in there, and he's getting another start today. They really don't have a lot of moves they can make. They're lacking in depth, the upper levels of the system when it comes to pitching.
Would it make sense to bring a guy like Keegan Aiken up, his ERA is just above 4 in AAA?
And he leads the International League with 65 strikeouts, and they're aware of that. I think still right now they're erring on the side of development, and they don't want to, what they feel like would be rushing him right now. He's never pitched above AA till this year. I don't think they want to bring him up this soon. Later in the summer, though, that could happen. I just don't think right now they're looking to have him as an immediate replacement.
Roch, Nate Karns headed to Sarasota today. What is the latest on him?
Yeah, he was packing his bags this morning. He's going down there. He's going to start, he's been throwing off a mound. He said some light work. He's going to start pitching in games. There really aren't any right now. The Gulf Coast League doesn't start till like later in June, I think like the 24th. But they can do extended spring training games. They can do simulated games. He said the forearm feels really good. Eventually, he will move up and go to some top affiliates on his rehab assignments. This is going to be down the road before he's back. But at least he's back throwing on a mound and feeling good. And they could use him in that bullpen. I had some people on Twitter go, who cares? Trust me, Brandon Hyde cares. He'd like to have Nate Karns, a strikeout pitcher, and go multiple innings working out of that pen.
Roch Kubatko, thank you very much.
Thank you.